So that's the offside and near side front shock absorbers done. So according to the next job, we have to get the front inner swivel arm bolted on underneath here. So that's going to be the next job. I'll do the near side and the offside. So there are the lower inner wishbone swivels. Those nuts were done up with a 7/16, sorry, a 9/16 ratchet, and all the nuts are facing downwards except the outer front nut and bolt, and the nut faces upwards. So except for the front, the nut faces upwards. All the other nuts on that swivel face down. So they're both in. Same on that side, the front outer nut faces up. All the other nuts face down. There we are. So that's on. Just check the near side shock absorber. And there's quite a bit of play. I don't know if you can hear this noise. But that sounds awful. It definitely wasn't like that when I took it up to the garage, but they passed it, and well, we'll take it back and get another one. There's no point carrying on with the shock absorbers making that kind of noise. The next job is to fit the bushes into the lever arms. But it's quite interesting because these obviously fit, or these polyurethane bushes obviously fit quite nicely into the lever arms. They obviously come with a steel tube that obviously goes in there, and that looks like it's okay, that fits in there. But there is a slight problem. The steel tubes don't fit on the end of the swivel arms, so they're not going to push in there very easily. And it's the same on the opposite one as well. She's stuck. Interestingly, on the opposite side, that is much cleaner. I don't know if it's newer. They slide straight on. So I think I need to somehow sand down the one on the other side. So I've just taken a little bit of a file to this. There was just literally a couple of, I don't know, little sort of burrs on the end of that. So that now sits on there very nicely. Just taking a bit of the powder coating off at the end, so got plenty of clearance on that one. And similarly on the front, so a little burr on that one as well, so that sits quite well. I might just take a bit of the powder coating off the other end. Oh no, that's okay. So you've got the same amount of clearance now on the front of all of them. So that's good. So even when parts have been blasted, they might still just need a bit of cleaning up. So the next job will be to put the poly bushes in the lever arms. They are quite a loose fit, and it does look like they go all the way in. There's a slight gap between them in the middle, but when the washers and nuts get clamped up, apparently they get squashed and expand. We've obviously got this metal tube that goes in between, so again I'll just see if that sticks out a little bit either end, because that might stop them getting squashed completely when they're in there. No, so that's clearly, yeah, so clearly the tube is probably at the end. Yeah, there's a gap in the middle. Right, so we'll put that in there, and then we'll try and get the spacing either end. I think they'll fit in there quite nicely. Right, I'll get those done. So in my quest to try and use the original parts, I have had the original lever arms cleaned up and powder coated, but it has become quite clear that these are quite oval at the end, so that one's pretty oval, so again they suggest not to use those. The other ones are pretty good, nice and round at the end. That's all nice and round at the end, as is that one. They've got the holes that join on to the pans that hold the springs. There are some you can get with an additional hole, but I haven't got a roll bar at the front, so I have ordered some new lever arms. Again, they look pretty good. They're nice and thick. Some of these parts just look a bit flimsy, but you can see that the metal thickness is pretty good, so they look pretty chunky. Also look a lot better than the old ones, so I think we'll go with the new ones because all the holes at the end are nice and round and new. Don't think I'll take a chance on, well, certainly those two would be alright. Those two look a bit oval, but I don't know if it'll look a bit odd having the old ones and new ones. I think I'll go with the new ones. I'm quite happy with the pans that hold the springs. They're all nice and, well, there's no rust, there's no holes. They've all come out fine, so we'll use those. We have to put grease in the bottom and at the top of the spring where it fits into that spigot we've just fitted. So I think I will get these bushes put into these holes, and then we'll find the screws that hold the arms to the pans ready for fitting. So we'll do that next, because that'll probably be the next job. Fixing one of those to the pans, putting on the lower wishbone swivel, and then putting the other one on the other side. So we'll find the nuts and bolts and get those ready. I've used the grease that came with the bushes, I think it's a silicone grease, to coat all the parts of the bushes that are in contact with the metal. A bit like we did on the rear bushes. A lot of the grease seems to come off when you push these metal bolts or spacers or these round tubes in, but at least this patterned arrangement allows some of the grease to sit in there. So I've used it, I think, as liberally as I can, but I've still got 2 bags left. So these came with the rear bushes. I've only used 1 bag up. I must have a look to see what else you can use silicone grease on. But now what I'm going to do is push this into one of the lever arms and see if that, see how that goes in. Push that tube up to the lip on the end of the bush, I've coated the inside of the lever arms with grease because again the bush is in contact with that, so I imagine somehow that goes in there. It's a bit tight. That's quite encouraging because without the steel tube, so that only goes in so far. Okay, I can only push that in so far. And I'm guessing if I get one of the other ones, the only way to do that is to do the same thing on the other end. Which obviously isn't easy. There you go. Yeah, so that's quite good actually, so at least they aren't flopping around, which is what they do if you push these into the lever arms without any of the steel tubes. I think I'll do the other three and then probably need to get some washers on the edge of that, and I might just see if I can gently just press them in. I'll do the other three first. I can only press them in so far, but it's getting quite a lot in just by squeezing between your palms here. But you can't get them all in. So I think I will offer one of them up to a couple of washers in the vise and see if I can just gently press them in. But at least the grease seems to have stayed largely in the lever arms there so far. Great. Right. Okay, I'll try and squeeze them in a bit more. I'm not sure if there's a right way or a wrong way to do this, but I think since I've got some of these to fit around these later, and they're about the biggest washer I've got, I think I might just see if they gently press these bushes in. Right, so they're about, okay, let's see if that works. That's certainly going in alright. Back one's in. Front one's in. Okay, that's probably done the job. Grease is oozed out. Right, so the tubes are now at the end, both sides, which means when we put the washers around them, they won't squash the bushes too much. I think they go that way. There's a washer. We'll have a look. Anyway, these don't squash them in. I'll do the other three in really nicely. Even with that little bit of grease I put around the edges, that's squished out, but I don't think that's bad. So there's no bush and metal contact without grease. No damage at all to my new washers, so it's good. That's done the trick, so we can now probably just clean them off a little bit. And put the spring pans on one side of them.